Hi my loves, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another new moon flow. So today we are celebrating the Virgo New Moon. We are moving away from summer into the autumn, which are my favourite months of all time. So we're moving into the spooky season of woolen jumpers and fires and all those delicious things. So I, in my witchcraft practice and in my yoga practice, honour the new moon with a yoga flow, but I like to mix the yin and the yang. So finding a little bit of fire, finding some quietness in the mind, in the body, and really tuning in with the breath. So the new moon represents rebirth, it represents reincarnation, new beginnings, and it's a time of inspiration. So whereas the full moon will empower you, it'll fill you with that drive, the new moon is a time to reflect, to get creative, to get sensual, to realize what you want in life and to take the opportunities that are being given to you. So today we are going to mix the yin and the yang, finding some strength in some poses, finding some quiet in some poses, as well as opening the hips, opening the heart, and opening the third eye. So you might need a few props today. You can use a bolster, you can use some blocks. If they aren't available, you can use pillows, you can use books, anything that you use for your practice basically. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I have some white candles burning for purification. And when you are ready, I will meet you on your mat to begin. So we're going to set ourselves up in quite a grounding flow to begin with. So coming into a supported fish pose with butterfly legs. So if you have a pillow, you're going to bring it into the mat, grabbing a couple of blocks if you need them. If you have a lot of hip flexibility, you don't have to use them. And from here, bring the bottom of the feet together, knees come wide, taking a block underneath each knee, just to create a little bit of support, a little bit of stability here. And then drawing that bolster or that pillow into the top of the hips, you can begin to relax all the way down. Give yourself a shuffle, get yourselves as comfortable as possible. From here, roll those shoulders back, arms can wind. And all together, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale all the way out. Taking this 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale here. Getting yourselves as comfortable as possible. If you realize that you don't need these blocks, you're more than welcome to move them here. But wherever you are, get yourself comfortable, beginning to open up this heart, open up these hips, all at the same time. So opening up the chakral chakra to kickstart our creativity, to help inspire us, and opening up our heart to release anything that no longer serves us, so we're able to welcome in these new beginnings, these new opportunities that the universe is sending us. And just beginning to bring your full attention to your breath here. So taking a look at your breath, where is it going? What's the journey that it's taking? If it's stuck just in the top of the lungs, or if it's able to flow freely all the way to the base of the belly. Aiming to get that breath as deep as possible, as slow and as steady as possible. Remember, this is our pranayama, this is our energy force. And this breath is what's going to connect us, body, soul, and spirit. Allowing yourself to stay here for a few more minutes as you inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. And if this pose is enough for you, then I welcome you to stay here. Or if you'd like to go a bit deeper, you're going to bring those arms overhead, find the fingertips, and open up this chest, become a much more intense stretch for the lower spine, for the shoulders, staying here for a few more inhales and a few more exhales, my loves. Inhale, and on your exhale, release the hands down by your side, gently bringing those knees together and pressing into the feet, press it into the hands, roll that body all the way to the top. Give yourself a moment here, forward fold over those knees, forehead comes as low as possible. And on your inhale, raise the body up. Let's add this yang by moving into our boat pose. Maybe taking the hands to heart center, it feels good. Point those toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crossing the ankles, coming into a seated position. We're going to move these blocks to one side from now, and from here, moving my body. You're going to inhale, this hands come nice and high, and on the exhale, this left hand moves over to the right hand side of the head, drawing it over, extending the right arm and flex that hand here. Let's stretch the neck. Inhale. And exhale, hands come high, and let's switch sides. So right hand takes hold, the left hand side of the head, extending this left arm, flex the hand here. Inhale. And exhale, bring those hands high before releasing them behind the back. Find those fingertips and let's pop this chest open. Open this heart a little bit deeper. Keeping that breath nice and steady here. Beautiful. Releasing the hands, and you're going to roll over these knees, moving any props you have to one side for now. Coming into your tabletop position. From here, you're going to extend the left hand forward and you're going to thread the right arm underneath, coming in to thread the needle. So maybe you stay here, or maybe your hands find a prayer position, coming into a much deeper stretch. Again, taking those inhales and those exhales. This is quite a yang position for a stretch. A lot more intense than the usual. So if it's too much, you can simply come back into the classic thread the needle. Staying here, 3 more inhales and 3 more exhales. and then gently placing the left hand down. Thread the right arm underneath and let's switch sides. Take this movement to the left hand, or the right hand side even. Bringing those hands to prayer once more. Again, a much deeper stretch. Inhale and exhale. Take the right hand back to the mat and move to your puppy pose. So slide both hands forehead. So slide both hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat, keeping those hips over those knees. Opening up that chest a little bit more. If it feels comfortable, you can come to the chin. Staying wherever you are for 5 more inhales and 5 more exhales. If this pose is too much, then you're welcome to come to child's pose. For 2, and for 1, sliding the hips back, sliding the hands back, rolling this body all the way up into hero's pose. From here, you're going to take this left hand behind you, open up those knees a little bit more, and let's move into some rolling camel poses. So inhale to sweep this right arm up and over. Exhale to sink the hips down, bringing that right hand behind you and lift open with the left arm. So taking this movement a few more times, nice easy transitions as you lift the hips with your inhale and drop them with the exhale. Beautiful, my loves. Taking this 2 more times on either side. Opening up these hips, opening up this heart. Remember, rebirth, reincarnation, kickstart our inspiration, kickstart our creativity. And when you've taken your movement, no rush, you're going to roll that body back into your all fours. And let's tuck these toes, move into our plank. So holding that yang, tuck the tailbone under, push into those hands. Holding here for 5 more inhales and 5 more exhales. Hugging that core in, super strong yang. Finding the empowerment from this new moon. For 2. And for 1, lower those knees back down. Bring those big toes together. From here, you're going to grab that block as we move into our child's pose. So waking up this, move my hair, waking up this third eye that's in the space between the eyebrows. By lowering those hips all the way to the heels. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can use a bolster or a pillow. And then when you're ready, taking this block in between the eyebrows, just above the bridge of the nose. Extend the arms forward and move into your child's pose. So there's a slight pressure here. It's uncomfortable at first, but the longer you stay here, the more relaxed you become in this pose. Simply closing the eyes, imagining that this waking up and igniting our third eye, ready to answer the questions that we've been asking ourselves, ready to bring us our wisdom, our intuition, the magic that we hold within us. Allowing ourselves to stay here for a few more breaths. Find that yin. Find that quiet, that calm, that peace in the silence. Get lost in your breath, in the pose here before we ignite our yang. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale all the way out. On your next inhale, press into the hands to gently and slowly roll that body all the way up. Once again, move this block to one side. And from here, tuck the toes, move into your plank. And you're going to move into your side plank on the right hand side. Inhale, take this left hand up to the sky. From here, stepping this left foot behind and move to wild thing. Open up this heart. Inhale. And exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Move to side plank on the other side before stepping into our wild thing on the left hand side. Open up this heart. Once again, inhale. And exhale, move back into your plank. From here, drop those hips down, point those toes to either corner of the mat and slide into your Sphinx Pose. So coming in to our back bend, grounding our chakra into the mat, opening up the heart chakra. And if you search for a back bend today, you can take that gaze high, or if you search for a bit of grounding, take that gaze low. Wherever you are, tune into your breath. Feeling your heart rate from this beautiful yang that we just did with the wild thing. A strange little creative flow today, but that's good to kickstart our inspiration to play around at rebirth, knowing that if we fall, if we fail, we can always be given a second chance. The new moon represents this chance to start again, this moment of new beginnings. And if you want to go deeper with your Sphinx pose, you can push into your hands to extend the arms up, coming a little bit deeper for the few final breaths. Inhale and exhale. Lower that body to the mat. Slide the hands next to the chest. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, immediately coming back into our child's pose. This time taking the arms all the way down by our side. Curve in the top of the spine. And then taking the hands next to the body, gently raise this body up into hero's pose. From here, hands come nice and high. Inhale and exhale, left hand comes to the mat. Open up the side body with the right hand. Before we sweep this right hand to the side and open up the side body with the left hand. Sweep the left hand all the way to the side, raise this body, and let's open up the throat chakra. Allow this head to come back. Maybe your mouth falls open in this deep, deep stretch. Before we inhale into the center, giving yourself a moment here. Now the next pose is completely optional. It is our Shavasana, so it is our headstand. If you have it in your practice, you're welcome to come into it, or you can practice it against a wall. If you don't, you can come into child's pose, you can come into dolphin's pose, anything that grounds you. But if you're coming into a headstand, taking hold of those elbows into the mat, and then finding our fingertips. Finding our space with our head, and when you're ready, lifting those hip bones to the sky, maybe raising one leg, maybe raise another. Finding a fixed point in front of you, and from here, tuning into your breath and keep your concentration for as long as possible. Again, you can stay in your child's pose, or do this against a wall. Inhale. And exhale to lower those hands down. Come into your child's pose. And then gently move that body all the way up. Extend those legs forward, and let's end the practice as we began. In our supported fish pose and butterfly legs. So this is just a quick, short little flow to invigorate us in, to ignite that inspiration in us. So you can choose to end your practice however you like, maybe in a regular Shavasana or in this kind of restorative one, hip opener, heart opener. But playing around on the mat, yin and yang, creative, maybe a different kind of flow than what we're used to with our new moon, especially if you practiced with me on my channel before. But all together, taking a deep inhale through the nose. slow exhale out. Finding a few more moments of peace on the mat in our new moon flow. We've done them all: the yin, the yang, wild thing, sphinx, headstand, fish pose. And as you start to slow your breathing, coming in your Shavasana, once again, bring your attention to your breath. And if you choose, you can repeat after me out loud or in your mind. I am empowered. I am inspired. I am ready. I am empowered. I am inspired. I am ready. I am empowered. I am inspired. I am ready. Spending a few more moments repeating these to yourselves, my loves. Not just saying the words, feeling them, truly feeling them in your soul, in your spirit. Palms are up to the sky, absorbing all this beautiful energy from this new moon. Allowing your heart to open to welcome in new changes. Welcome in new opportunities, embracing the creative, embracing the inspiration that lie around us, that we can find in the little things of everyday life. Spending a few more moments absorbing your practice, absorbing the energy around in the universe. Knowing that you are empowered, you are inspired, and you are ready. And if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, then I invite you to do so, sending you so much love and so much light during this new moon. Or if you're ready to come out, you're going to gently bring those knees together, pressing into the tops of the hands and moving very slowly and very gently. Roll this body all the way up, forward folding over your knees. Before inhaling to lift the head, crossing the ankles and coming in to a comfortable seated position. Nodding the head yes, shaking it no. Getting rid of any stagnant energy that might be in our neck, in our throat, in our shoulders. Before bowing that head and that chin into the chest, one hand on the heart, the other on top. All together, taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. Before letting it go all the way out. Opening the eyes and coming back into the room. Thank you for joining me on the mat today, my loves, for this new moon flow. And I hope this lunar phase brings you so much positivity, happiness, healing, and all the good things that you crave and you deserve in your life. Never forgetting that you are empowered, you are inspired and you are ready. Sending so much love and light and positivity, and I hope to see